greetings to all of you. Hardly 26 hours have gone by that I'm obliged to address the viewers of this live telecasting once again. Last night, I spoke live via YouTube.com. Today, I crave leave to address my friends, including you, my most beloved, dear and respected Facebook friends, and others who venture to view this recording of this live telecasting at his or her convenience. Last night, I tried to express my view on manufacturers producing their products and consumers consuming them. I was obliged to underline the facts that it was not only products which are consumed by us physically, but also mentally and emotionally, which become relevant in our everyday life, or everyday lives, if we want to say that in plural. The tragic, heartbreaking, even outraging news that a rocket struck a supermarket or a place where innocent people were buying their required materials is not merely extremely outrageous, but at the same time raises the question whether evil has begun in that part of the world. I fear to add that perhaps the signs given in the Holy Bible are being fulfilled at the moment. The sign of the Antichrist stated in the New Testament, or even the beast defined by the prophet Daniel in his book prior to the birth of Jesus Christ at Bethlehem. The time is extremely concerning. The time is extremely alarming for all of us. I begin to query how human beings can be so heartless, not considering the fact that they are themselves also co-members of the same community of human beings. Last night, when I spoke about the consumption of dangerous drugs by individuals who are incited to commit violent acts, I was not aware of the fact that some 21 young people lost their lives in the East London of South Africa due to the contaminated drinks or beverage they had consumed. I had been informed about the incident of some 20 young people's death, even by the news broadcasting inter alia by the BBC World Service and the German media known as Deutschlandfunk. But after I had spoken about the danger of consumption of drugs not prescribed by physicians or surgeons or people called to the medical profession, would be so vividly reminded, or I would be reminded of the fact within some 12 hours of my personal telecasting tears me apart. It was a sad day yesterday. It's a sad day today. It was a sad day a couple of days ago when devastating earthquakes killed more than 1,000 people in Afghanistan, a country not too remote from my own country, India. True be it that natural calamities like earthquakes, floods, landslides, avalanche may be beyond our control, but wars, violence against other communities, violence against other races, violence against other countries and states, even the member states of the United Nations organizations, do lie within our control. And if we fail to control ourselves in claiming innocent lives, we certainly fall, yes, most certainly fall, below the standard which is expected of any reasonable human being. Humanity does indeed set a standard for all of us who venture to claim to be worthy human beings, being worthily born into the human race. We disclaim such rights by our own actions if we victimize the innocent, the defenseless, the feeble, the weak. Whether we attack hospitals trying to heal handicapped and ill children, whether we attack centers where innocent people are buying food for their livelihood, whether we attack places affecting water supply, even drinking water, we disprove ourselves to be worthy human beings. I crave leave to add that we need to speak out also, not merely show sympathy or even pity towards the victims, but we are called upon to speak out, speak up, and speak out even on behalf of the victims who are often unable to speak out on their own, too afraid to speak up. And indeed, on behalf of those whose voices do not reach the years of most of us. We are created in the image of our Creator, who is the true just, the most impartial one, who cannot be bribed, who cannot be intimidated, who cannot be expected to be partial. Even in the very first book of the Torah, the Holy Bible, known as the Book of Genesis, the prophet Abraham in English, perhaps Avraham in Hebrew, and perhaps Abraham in some of the Arabian languages, raise that question in the character of Abraham, when he queries God the Almighty, appearing in the form of three human beings. That being the judge, the true judge of all, would he spare Sodom and Gomorrah if 50, if 40, if 30, if 20, or even only 10 righteous human beings were found there? Far greater numbers were killed today in that inhuman attack by a vicious dictator who knows nothing other than his own vacant and indeed unsound ambition of becoming the master of the world, like that evil person who dreamed the same dreams prior to the year 1933 and committing suicide in the year 1945, bringing the Second World War to an end. We are human beings, but worthy of our human birds, if, but only if, we venture to speak out against injustice, oppression, taking advantage of the weak, the feeble, the underprivileged. If we truly advocate humanity without fear or favor. I share my thoughts with you, my most beloved friends and most respected viewers of this live telecast via Facebook. On this, the 28th of June of the Gregorian year 2022, as it is now in India, since it is long past midnight and we are facing a new day, while I hope that my fellow global citizens will also face a new day without fear, without anxiety, without suffering, without physical or mental agonies, ailments and pains. This is my errand for this night, while I bid you all a very, solemn night from my own country, India. Thank you once again, in anticipation, for your kind understanding and appropriate response.